this one. Yep. Let's just check this one out.
Lift this out and take it below.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是虾米？未来的，全部讲出来，拢是恁害啦！迄个害的较对人无顾好，是啥人冤死的啊？He talk about a shell, very dangerous.
Shell? What shell?
So the captain interrogating the crew. Wait, was that a shell? Ah, no, it looks like one of the beasts with like a tail shooting off projectiles. What? This guy just dodged it narrowly. Bosun. The muscle was pulling it up. First mate. Ah, okay, so they were recovering at the chest at this time. Okay, so got his legs. Imagine you meeting someone and it's like, oh yeah, see you still got your legs. It's not at that time yet for you. Back from snorting MDF. The chemicals these days, man. Street chemicals. Okay, so we already have the bodies. This was the surgeon's mate. Looking at the bodies. Okay. And this guy is probably the translator trying to get this guy to speak sense. Who's this? Ah, so that is one of the guards that wasn't. We know who this is actually. We know who this is. This is. I wrote it down. I wrote it down somewhere. Tan from Formosa. So that's how he died. And they brought the corpses back of the others, warning them to not bring the chest. The shells must be protected. And the beast speared him. The bosun just dodged one. Probably that's how the goat died as well. And there. Pigs. Okay. This is the surgeon. Okay, so the surgeon and the surgeon's apprentice are over there. Who's this guy? Ah, the guy. General Seaman. I think all of these are then General Seaman. Seamen. I think I got one new guys there. Speared by turtle. Speared by turtle beast. Okay. Seriously, how did they die? Move the boats, throw the bodies over, watch your footing. What's this? Give him to me and I can fry as a solid meal, boy. Careful now, take it one tick. There's a pretty shell here, let's have a look. No, get back! Pretty shell on the gun deck. This is when they moved in, probably when they got fish slapped. Let's go and have a look at that one. On the gun deck. Towards the rear. Yeah, so this is probably the guy that got fish slapped.
Clear the deck! Move the boat to stern and throw the bodies over!
What's your footing?
Hey there, what's this? Give him to me and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
Careful now. Take it slow.
What's it, gentlemen? There's a pretty shell here. Let's have a look.
No, get back.
I wonder if he's the cook. That he's got like a cook's implement. And that's how he died. Yeah, this was trying to warn him. Like, don't be an idiot. Like, makes good food though. Makes good food. Also, they were throwing bodies over the side. General commotion. These two just died after the spearing. They're bringing this treasure aboard. What the hell happened here? Oh, so he's holding the weapon of death. Spears. Captain's trying to calm the crew. And over here, the chef just wants a bit of lobster for food. There's so much food to be made. Okay, so this guy died from this guy. Two memories. Met an unknown fate. Nope, he got clubbed by a fishtail. Clubbed. Exploded, fell, froze, illness, killed, knifed, poisoned, shot, speared, spiked, strangled, struck. Hooves, tail. Probably with a tail then. By a beast's tail. Yeah, there we go. Struck dead by beast's tail. And by the sound of it, he was a chef. Might have been a silly chef trying to provoke an enemy. What's this guy doing? Running away. Okay, I'm gonna check who the chefs were. There were cooks on the boat. On the manifest, bosun cook, either the cook or the butcher. Thomas Sefton. I wonder if it's Thomas Sefton. On the ship, question mark. So I'm just noting down. Question mark cook. Thomas Sefton. and it's whether either Emil O'Farrell. Wait a minute. Emil O'Farrell might have been one of the guys downstairs butchering the cow. Just want to check if there's a on the map. Of the ship. There's a galley. I don't recall seeing a galley. Captain's quarters, passenger cabin. Second mate, fourth mate, bosun, bosun mate. First mate, third mate, stewards. Midshipmen. Purser's office, passengers. Port wall, gunner store, surgery, crew starboard, carpenter's shop. Captain's cargo, lazaret, passenger, cargo and bosun's store. This guy might be a cook. Been noted down as Thomas Etheron. Thomas Sefton. Struck by dead beast. Was struck dead by beasts. Yes. That guy was crushed. I wonder if the other guy that got shot down, because that was the other hypothesis, the other guy that got blown to smithereens, whether it was also the gunner's mate. So the gunner, and whether I think whether this is the gunner's mate, got blown to smithereens. Shot with a cannon by the beast. Gunner's mate. No. Wallace Weather, 9 members. Perished in the Doom Part 4. Depicted in underway sketch. Wait a minute. So on this, I'm just trying to see the body part. That is this person versus the other person. Ah, wait a minute. Thinking whether the same explosion killed somebody on this side and on the other side. The Doom, part 3, and then part 4 was the actual explosion. Okay, so this guy we did get right. So this guy was crushed. Crushed by a terrible beast. And the fuse was already lit. That's what I'm thinking. What? This guy. Think that it's the gunner's mate. Because this guy that was also stuck on this side was died like a quarter second later. And we've got both of these two dying in the same moment. Gunner. And this guy is soon to die. Hey, this guy's still alive. And why is he in here? We had him on the rigging earlier, so we thought he was a topman. Got torn apart by the beast. Okay. We think it's the gunner's mate. We are certain now how he died. Can't find his body though. Okay. Look around. Okay. So no, that was the guy that was crushed and turned the cannon sideways, and then this. Two bodies. One might have been completely blown to smithereens. Or blown out the window. Gruesome, man. Get this one? Yeah, clubbed by Henry Brown. Okay. And this one. This guy. John Davies. Ah, so yeah, this one was overhearing a mutiny discussion. John Davies, they got in a struggle with a gun. And I think the guy that was killed was actually one of the mutineers. Where's this? John Davies. Ah, let me actually check this one out.
Captain Cameron was posted.
You have a plan?
Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Hey! Who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Fresh bastard!
No!
It's amazing how much this game does with just sound. Yeah, so gunshot. One of the mutineers got their head blown off and a cap. And this guy was the guy that was shot by J. Davies, but we don't know who this person is. This guy was knifed. New guy. There's Nate. Captain. Bodies. What happened to him? That guy. Taking the bodies overboard over here. And this was the previous one just before this.
Let them go!
She shot this guy. Ah, the captain might have also said let them go. So the captain might have let them go. Where's this guy? Shotgun unknown. Surgeon escaped. Okay. I was already dead. First mate wants to object to people taking the boat. Our last boat. The captain says it's fine. There's agreement in the chain of command. Oh, hello. Hello. What? This guy was running away and got knifed in the back by this guy. Ooh. So this is where the mutiny might have started. Or actually the heard about the mutiny. Hold on, was this the... Okay, this is the guy. Okay, now it's getting confusing. Because I think this is part of the previous scene actually. Is it? Because then they started struggling. He chased this guy. It would kind of make sense to say that these two guys were talking mutiny. And this guy was the guy shouting mutiny, mutiny! And he got stabbed on the way here. Because we see his body later over there. Oh man. The complex plots. Wow. Okay. So yeah, it's about the same scene as the next one. But it actually tells us what happened to this guy. Because we see this guy's body with a knife in his back. And we might have misunderstood the dialogue. So that this guy got knifed. Because it sounded like, wait a minute, these guys were in the same room looking after this guy that lost his arm. So they must have been talking, and this guy was like, mutiny, mutiny! There might have been a few things going on at the same time. Captain says, everything's fine, let them go. Let them go. Trying to caution his seamen, but these seamen got shot from below as well. Wow. Okay, many things happening at the same time. So he might have been part of the mutiny. I thought he was the innocent that killed the other guy. Or he might have just disagreed with knifing this random guy in the back. Fresh bastard. Knifed by... We know who he was knifed by. He was knifed by this guy. This guy we think was shot with a gun by John Davies, which we think is this guy. Was clubbed by Brennan. So Brennan was definitely involved in the mutiny. He was one of the last surviving guys. And got killed by the captain. So he might have still been on the captain's side. Because he was talking about, he might have been the voice of trying, like, what do we do now? And then this guy said, I'm just playing the story in my head. So this guy said, the captain can't be trusted. Like, what do? We go to shore and sell goodies. And then this guy talks, and then randomly this other guy. This guy? So many people. Hold on. This guy? No. This guy? This guy? This guy. Okay. Next to the gunner. This guy heard mutiny, mutiny. Okay, he's behind them. So they're there, he's there. So he got knifed by this guy. So once we know who this guy is, we can say he got knifed by this guy. Okay, so that actually portrays the scene a little bit differently than we thought. I'm gonna watch that scene again with the new context. So we haven't got this body. Hold on. Was it this guy that got moved here? Was it him? Ah, it was. Ah, okay.
Oh no! You're cut!
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
Okay, so it wasn't actually a body. He was stabbed in the back, but he crawled all the way in there. At which point the first mate started looking after him. Brennan got talked to. And that guy disappeared. Actually stabbed him in the back. Oh no, he didn't disappear. got his head blown off over here. After a struggle with this guy. And then this guy came and solved the problems of a club. Okay. Wow, the mystery deepens, man. Complex interactions. It's almost like it's a, I want to say a improv scene, a dramatized improvisation scene that they recorded, and it's like, yeah, we want everybody to be dead at the end. This is the ship, and this is what happens generally. Go and just figured out how everybody dies. Recorded live. However, I'm gonna take another short bio and stretching break there. I'll be back in 2 to 5 minutes.